like to select as the first person to recap
I,
this game?
I think everyone is exhausted and can barely remember what happens, and you're the only one who has all the notes, so I'm going to say you.
I have all of the notes. This is a good moment for me to open them and look at them. And I'm being handed a joint as well.
Oh my god, we're starting it off strong today.
Damn it. Pass that over here.
I'm sorry, Passover already happened.
Damn it. So close.
Passover? Isn't Passover coming up?
I know, I'm fucking with you. I had to make the joke on
I was about to say, hold on. I used to celebrate Passover.
You know, not enough people celebrate it. They just pass right over it.
Right.
What? Was that anti-Semitic?
No, that was a knee slapper.
Unfortunately, I stand anti-Semitism now because Zionists are the worst.
No, bad dog.
I tend to stand in a septic tank because it's just, up to my neck and shit all the time.
That is working at the Home Depot.
Antiseptic.
That's
Jesus Christ, that deserves a. Alright.
Okay.
That deserves a fart reverb.
Okay. If I remember correctly, the last session of Adventures of the Inmates started with an attack upon the ship. Oh no, I'm sorry. That was farther. That was farther back. We started last time having just dropped off the 3 lizard folk commoners, or I should say 2 remaining lizard folk commoners who were diseased with cackle fever. They had been drawn out into the shipping lanes while fishing, and due to their disease were unable to successfully navigate back through the strong currents to shore. You righteously agreed to help them, as any true adventurers would, and successfully avoided catching cackle fever. But unfortunately, one of the 3 commoners did succumb and was eaten by his 2 compatriots, as lizard folk are tend to do.
What are you doing with the dead? Eating him? What the fuck?
It's not a good idea.
The next day, as you continued, as you continued towards the Green Haven, you were set upon by a band of Sahuagin, and were only saved due to a manifestation of new magic from your one and only Zashi, casting a very powerful divine magic spell to summon an angelic guardian to protect all of your lives. After this journey, there were emotional words said, there were quite a few different conversations had aboard deck, and the party returned in the late afternoon to the Green Haven and met with Mother. You were able to learn that these instances of land being raised from deep below the surface of the water is the beginnings of a large-scale invasion being enacted at the same time by the 3 different draconic factions of the Underdark. Chromatic, metallic, and gem dragons alike are beginning to manifest in a world that they have not roamed for thousands of years and have not ruled for even longer. Quite a few miscellaneous things were learned about the goodness or badness of specific natures of your new adversaries or world leaders, depending on how you choose to view them. And the party accepted the quest from Mother to help restore the balance, to one way or another figure out what these creatures want and stop them from attempting to carve out spheres of influence in the world above that you all call home. We ended session just as the party was bedding down back on the ship for a much needed long rest, where the party will level up to level 8.
Level up.
If anyone has not done that, please raise your hand now.
I'm raising my hand.
You fool.
Okay. Do you need any
Alright.
help to level up to 8?
I would love some help to level up to 8.
Alrighty. Let me grab the stuff for you.
Is it the thing next to my class and level? And it says, where? What is that?
That red blinking thing? So you can click that. That's the character mancer. If you
Oh.
so wish to, you can. You just select that and it'll walk you through leveling up your
Oh,
character.
you're a rogue, right?
Yes.
I would do that. It makes it so much easier.
Okay.
I'm biased against the character mancer personally.
Same.
That's why I asked if he was a rogue, because if he was something like that's not in the system, then obviously it would make it way harder.
Well, the thing is, he's a swashbuckler, so.
Yes, but level 8 is just ability score improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, I would say definitely don't do it. But I see that Shuri and Zashi rolled for HP.
I just
Zeke,
took
did
flat.
you just took flat? Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust my luck.
That's totally fair. So Chris, if you want to click that red flashing icon, you can, and it'll walk
Right.
you through leveling up.
Reading.
It looks like we already adjusted your sneak attack to be 46 last session.
Oh, this is a thing.
Yes, it is a thing. So it'll give you the option to pick. You'll roll or take the average HP, and then it'll offer you an ability score improvement or the option to pick a feature.
Okay. Click. No, all right. Oh, this is like actually leveling up. Oh gosh.
It'll take you through it. While you do that, I'm gonna like this.
I'm scared.
Do you want help? I can help. Smoky?
I was gonna say.
All right, hold on. Let me read. I need to actually like reread.
Yeah, look at your options.
Yeah, there's good options.
It's basically just explaining how it's going to level you up. So you have
Yeah.
the roll or the average for HP. If you click roll, it'll roll in the chat. If you click average, it'll keep the average. But if you roll, you got to take whatever you roll.
Okay.
And then you basically just move. You just navigate through, pressing next. Because this is a really easy level up. It's just HP and...
I just did the average.
Okay, so then you just hit next from the bottom.
Next. Alright, and then... Features, swashbuckling rogue, ability level 8. Alright.
Yeah, there's no options there, so you continue.
Yeah,
It's ability score increase / feats.
Alright, cool. Alright. Ability
So you can either, yeah.
You can increase 2 of your abilities by 1, or 1 of them by 2. Okay. Fuck, man.
Or you can, if you see that like white bar where it says ability score or feat, you can click those two things above the 6 boxes.
Ooh.
And it's it'll be a drop down where you can look at, those are all the feats that you can take. So for example, like something you could take is sharpshooter, which increases your effective range for all ranged weapons and removes the ability for cover to be used against you.
I just have one. It just says grappler.
Yeah, no, that's why. That's why.
I own the player's handbook. I own the player's handbook on Roll20. It should.
Have you set it for this game permissible?
I may not have set it for this game permissible.
I'm sorry if I led you down the wrong path.
Oh, I don't even know what's happening, so it's okay.
As a general rule, don't trust Roll20.
So, unless you were feeling strongly about taking a feat, I would suggest grabbing an ability score improvement.
Okay, yeah, I was actually thinking about that
Your ability scores
anyway.
go up on even numbers, so if you have 2 odd numbers, it's beneficial to put 1 into each of them, and then they both will go. Your modifier will go up for each of those. So, for example, your strength and your dexterity are both odd numbers, and those are both stats that you use a lot as the bosun and a rogue.
Yeah, I was thinking about dex and strength. Yeah, actually. So I guess boom. All right, cool. And then next
Boom, done. Next, it should be a review, and then you just hit
review,
finish.
and it tells you that okay, this is clever, bro. And apply changes, and then
Hmm.
building character. And then,
And then you smoke about it.
oh man, I wish I don't have.
Ooh,
All right, we're good.
legally required
Get
to smoke
some.
about it.
I wish it is currently like not snowing, like rain, but like it was snowing. So like,
Yeah, it is now just yucky outside. Can confirm,
yep,
as I was just out in the elements getting this.
fucking gross. So looks like I am sober tonight. Yeah.
Oh, right, you can't smoke in your hut, right?
Love to see
My
it.
condolences, friend.
Well, I just smoke in my car. It's just, damn.
Okay. Now that all the housekeeping is completed,
Yes.
you all awaken. It is an early morning aboard the ship. It rocks just slightly where it is partially beached on the narrow stretch of land connecting the haven to the mainland. Who's up first?
Um,
Who is early rising in the morning?
I just have a quick question. Long
Yep.
rest, yes.
Yes, yeah. Full
Okay.
long rest.
I've probably
Leveled
been
up and
awake for a
everything.
couple hours.
I woke up early to pray.
Okay. Zashi, you get up, moving quietly to give the captain his beauty rest.
I step
Navigating.
over him on the rug.
Yeah, a large furry rug and blanket combination. You come out onto the deck to find Cherie. Cherie, what are you doing when Zashi comes out?
Literally watching the sunrise and just softly humming songs. Good morning.
Morning. How are you? How are you doing?
Hungry, but keeping that at bay.
Is our cook on cooking?
Well, not that kind of cooking.
Oh. Well, I have to go pray now, so clearly we're on different journeys.
I raise an eyebrow at that statement as I watch you walk away.
Wait, did you just say pray?
What the
I
fuck?
sit on this
You said
in like a
pray?
crisscross motion. I have no idea what praying looks like.
You assume it looks like studying, so you sit down as if you're gonna like be there for a while. Yeah, that's really I like that a lot actually.
Me when I
Oh,
pray.
wait, question. So with I'm gonna ask you on mute. Can you mute for a second?
Ask on mute. Now I'm glad. We did leave fiddlesticks in this town.
Fiddlesticks.
Of course, then again, I'm sure they're making use of the pot better than we did.
The pot is being used.
Oh, there's an animated cauldron that we found that was walking around with us for a while.
Just hanging out.
Yeah, we almost murdered a hag, but she got away and left that cauldron behind.
If I recall, she dove into hell.
Yeah.
Shit, that is
Metal.
concerning. It was very concerning, but cool nonetheless.
I would think it would be a bit warmer than cool, but
Yeah.
we have our own opinion.
On a fucking roll, my man.
I mean, it depends on the layer of hell.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say that it does depend on the layer.
Yeah.
There are quite a few.
If we
layers of
visit
hell.
Mephistopheles, then damn, that's like the fucking meat locker.
Yeah.
That's a fun one. So actually, what does this prayer look like? Could you break off a piece of what maybe Zashi or what Shuri or maybe Kill would see as other members of the party begin to wake up and make their way above deck?
So I mean, she sits down on this little plinth-looking thing where the crane is, and I mean, she reaches out in her brain the way that she thinks she's supposed to, the way that she's always done with magic and with like self-care. She doesn't really she doesn't really know what the fuck she's doing, but she's trying. I feel like I need to roll like a religion.
Okay. Yeah, you sit there, Shuri, as you're watching. Zashi sits, kind of fidgets a little bit, finding a comfortable spot for her back against the front of the crane on the front of the ship. Closes her eyes, puts her hands together, and just kind of not scowls, but makes a more intense expression than you might expect from someone who has said that they're going to pray.
Like I'm on the phone with customer service.
She getting pieced up by the Holy Ghost over there.
Because actually, you've read about the gods quite a bit. You have quite a bit of knowledge about them. But as you're thinking about this and reaching the place where you cast magic from, you don't. It's not the same feeling as when the angel appeared. It feels like the weave as you felt it before. It feels like a structure that you've been taught and understand through writing and scribing. And you know from this check that you are looking in the wrong place. I want you to make an insight check. You would like to use your once per session?
I would like to use my once per session.
Okay. Attempt again. It's like trying to catch a fish with your bare hands. As you are murmuring, praying, apologizing, asking for clemency or forgiveness
Oh
or
yeah,
guidance.
she's looking Catholic as fuck.
Apologizing for everything that you've ever done and thanking for
Well, and because I deserve it.
the guilt is there. There's this warm kernel somewhere lower in your brain, much closer to the base, where your spine connects to your skull. That you feel almost as if looking at the weave, a new filter comes across your vision, warming the bright spots, cooling the dark, and you look down through the cracks in your fingers, and your party members who are awake and aboard the deck can see that the tips of your fingers are glowing. Not as if with a flame, but as if a flame within you has been kindled to match the outward.
Also, clerics have efficiency in medium. They don't have it in heavy.
It was you have it on your sheet. It's the top one. Your specific subclass grants that. Yeah, it's on your sheet.
I got confused. Oops.
Um, Yeah, Cherie and Kill, you have an experience that you haven't really had before. Neither of you have spent much time around the religion of this world, small as it is. And it's strange to see Zashi use what is a visibly different kind of magic in a very difficult way to describe.
Classic philosopher to religious person pipeline.
I imagine the two of you would share a look, Kill and Cherie.
I just look over in disbelief, confusion, a little bit of hunger, but like mostly confusion, slight fear, you know, little hope, you know,
little dash of everything.
little dash of everything.
Uh,
Slightly, slightly depressed, but only a little bit.
Definitely
All of the feelings that could be possibly known.
Everything.
Definitely a deep look
Everything,
of
everywhere, all
curiosity.
at once.
Like it's something that is unfathomable in my small brain.
Finding new connections, are we?
Zashi looks over his shoulder and like kind of wiggles her jazz hands and is like, I guess so.
Mm.
You lost it.
Well, I
Uh-oh.
guess I just had a classic prayer moment. But also, I didn't really get a chance to describe like what she brought with her, because she always has her book, so I always just kind of assume her with her book. She begins to like write in it. It feels like she's like meditated, and she seems sort of invigorated as she climbs off of the plinth
Mm.
and looks down at Cherie.
Specifically looks down.
Suppose we're both finding things new to ourselves.
It seems so.
Am
We
I
need
gonna-
to get you something to eat.
I might be able to temper appetites for a time.
Well, I don't want you going all rabid. She seems cooler. She's still clearly uptight and bossy, but she seems cooler.
Chill, you know, chill vibes all around.
Found her center. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the rest of our supplies. Though I would imagine we would need to help out a bit.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what happened, but didn't we need supplies like rations and water?
Well, not to be rude.
I
but
was
you
just
and
writing that.
You and Zeke kind of happened, but not your own faults.
I gesture to my book, and you can see that I've written in big letters, "Go to town."
Get food.
We need rations. We need to get a few barrels of fresh water. We need to. And she like starts going down the list.
Repair the ship on certain parts.
As you guys are having this conversation, Panziver will come up from below holding a pair of large bowls that contain a variety each of different foodstuffs. These are clearly leftovers from last night's create food and water.
Yes.
I forget what we described last night's dinner as, but it was a pretty wide array of things. All of those things are just in these 2 large bowls that she's bringing up. It's like a burger sitting next to a piece of watermelon on top of a cheesecake with like it's just all of these things are put together and
We're
she's
just
just bringing
eating
them up.
borscht.
Bush.
Yeah.
We're just eating borscht at this point.
It's fucking delicious.
Beautiful. I love it.
Zaira will follow up. She has a big bowl of noodles of some description.
Hey, if we're gonna fight something later,
Mm-hmm.
what are we fighting? I'm just kidding.
When
I think I got a little high.
Eager to test out new skills, are we?
the Holy Ghost is giving her a high. That's the most high.
Oh, she's always there.
Hmm. They are, aren't they? Suppose that would leave our captain, who's sleeping in surprisingly late today. Of course, it's been exhausting getting here.
I mean, we did just turn into werewolf or shark things, so he probably still got some fatigue off of that.
Very likely. I would not know from experience.
My back just hurts. That's all.
Eventually waking up, and pushing open the door, rubbing his eyes. Because if I recall, still had a level of exhaustion from that night. Yeah, big stretch. Ugh.
Morning, Captain.
Morning. What's going on? We about ready to head in town. See if we can negotiate a bit of supplies and all that.
Once everyone's finished eating.
Right, of course.
Go grab yourself some borscht.
Yeah, so you can just sort of pick out the meat and just shove a fistful into his maw.
Yeah, I mean, there's comically a 24-inch T-bone steak, perfectly grilled. Like, just,
Yeah.
it's like in there. It's underneath the cheesecake. Like,
Wait, I can have a rat? Wait.
What?
Maybe I do cast Find Familiar. Not to trigger anyone.
That was such a hard right turn for him.
Rats make me
thank
crazy.
God I don't think you have 10 GP worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
No, I actually need to go to the store. We need to go to town.
So she bolts up looking at something that is in her notebook. We need to go to town right now.
Right at this moment. This is life or death.
I don't know what it is, what the block is in her head, but she forgot that you could totally have like a pet rat.
There's a lot of new vigor in you.
Wait, but maybe that fits. The cleric in her is now she's like feeling maternal and a little softer.
Things are changing.
This is what happens when you have a spell that you want to use for some reason.
I definitely respect the fervor that you seem to have been sparked with.
Yeah, I am on one.
Hennifer is frantically writing on a piece of paper, and it makes an audible scratching sound, and like it takes a couple seconds, and then she holds up a card and says, "'Cause sparks, get it?"
Oh, actually, was there a joke there?
Yeah.
She
See,
flips
Flip
it
it
over
over.
and writes pun in all caps and then holds it up to
Pun.
you.
That is funny.
She like wipes a little bit of sweat off of her brow.
It's like, I gotta say this. He fucking
Speed
changed
writing that
subject.
Zashi turns and looks over at Zeke and says, "Good morning. I feel way different."
Yeah, I noticed. What's with that?
Well,
Found God.
I was just about to say.
I almost died, and I think I found God.
I almost died. God wasn't there, but I don't know. Maybe you almost died different than me.
I mean, she almost died multiple times.
You think I had?
She like.
You'd
like,
think you'd be a priest or something.
at this point, she.
You should be more careful.
It's alright. Ain't no one gonna miss me.
Looking up from
Oh,
her bowl
cat,
of
damn.
noodles.
Wait a second. What is going on?
Yeah.
When the kid talks, I jump, visually jump. Oh my fucking god! I totally forgot you were here.
a bit rude.
Ask the
Anyway,
child if she has God in her life.
let's not get indoctrinating right now. Let's
Shakes her
let the
head.
kid figure out her own way. Let's get going to the village.
Oh my god.
Remind me, are we do we sail more to get there, or do we just walk from where we are?
Let me double check, but if my memory serves, it is less than. It's like a 6-hour march from where you are there, and it is more inland than.
Oh, so we have to walk, yeah.
All right.
It is. Yeah, I mean it's 9 miles, so you're actually there even at an easy pace in two like 2:15, just over 2 hours.
All right.
That's if
I
you're
want to pop up, say hi to Mother real quick. Hey, thanks for the, curing and the light and food and everything. We're just gonna pop into town. I trust we can lead the ship here, all right?
She'll nod and what am I picturing her doing? She's watering the garden right now. This is the first time you've actually seen her like actively with watering can in hand as she's moving through the large bushes. And she'll say, I'll have Soleil keep an eye on everything. I'm sure she wouldn't mind.
Ain't she back at the town?
No, and she gestures towards the building.
Oh, right. Sorry, I feel like I slept for a month and a half.
Have you recovered from that event?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my
Actually,
god, they have literally slept.
I think uh, this might be weird, but can you be like only a little bit lycanthrope?
She kind of tilts her head at you. I missed the connection there, but there are varying levels of any curse, I suppose.
Because and I'll like lift up the fur on my neck to reveal the gills.
Her eyes
Damn.
blink like a couple times, like in rapid succession, and then she leans close with obvious interest.
Please don't like touch him. It feels weird.
Of course. Of course.
Also, I can change them.
Functional?
Yeah, they're pretty good. Work just fine. And then I'll part my fingers quite deliberately and push the fur out of the way, and there's some webbing there.
Yo, furry gills. That's crazy.
Craziness. Wait, do I have that? Let me
And,
look at my hands.
Scaly gills, bruh.
How long has this been a phenomenon that you were aware of? And then she kind of puts her hands out as if expecting you to put your do you prefer hand or paw? I think I've asked you this before.
either.
Okay, put your paw
Don't
in
give a
your
shit.
hands. Yeah.
He does not. He's just standing there thinking, like he's just staring middle distance. I mean, before I got bit, I know that much. I think it started, at least this whole thing, when I really started feeling a little bit more beast-like. Before I almost died, it's the whole thing, but I usually stuck to the sword, but I just feel like the claws and teeth just feel better these days, and it feels like it's been since I got dunked and captured.
Since your time in prison.
Yeah, well, since the start of that.
I don't claim to know where you all were being held, but is
I
it
mean,
possible that you
Wolfstone,
were affected Faerunian control currently? Is it possible that you were all affected by magical experimentation while you were there?
Not that I can recall, but
I have heard horror stories, mostly sailors' tales, and not dissimilar to yourself.
I don't much remember anything. But, well, I don't much remember anything that would fit that description. I know there was a weird, fucky mind mage guy who, disassembled.
Disassembled?
Yeah, he was a bit of a bastard, so I turned him into a bit of a Mr. Potato Head kind of deal.
I'm not familiar with.
It's a little toy. It's like this carved wood thing you stick into a potato head and it looks like a guy. Basically, I pulled his arms off.
Basically, he's now built alternatively. All right.
He is alt.
Yeah, sorry. Streets is doing the last deal. We just kind of stuck shit in the potatoes when it was going on. Our little guy, it's a thing. Don't worry about it. Point being,
I feel like that's something that like Kill hears and he goes, yeah, fuck yeah, Mr. Potato Head, because like he was also a poor kid in another port city. Like
Yeah.
like that would be a shared experience for the two of you.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, Mr. Potato,
Hell- hell yeah.
hell
You reveal a Mr. Potato Head etching in one of your scales.
I fucking love that guy.
But yeah, I don't know. I just figured it. If anyone was gonna know anything about it, might be you. And with all this fucking shit that's going on, I didn't really have a problem with it.
I will look into it.
I'm suspicious by nature. You understand? Especially weird magic shit.
She gives not exactly, not, I wouldn't describe it as like a hard-edged smile, but it's a smile that doesn't quite reach her eyes as she says, I'm glad that I'm no longer on the suspicious list.
Oh no, you're plainly suspicious. Just more useful than suspicious.
Chime in from the background. You know, if you put like wires in the potato head, it kind of functions as a clock.
She'll incline her head and very much softer than she has been talking this whole time say, safe travels, as she returns to watering.
Well, I feel like that's a little bit of a futile wish, but I thank you for the sentiment. And a safe watering, I guess. We'll get back to the ship. Oh yeah, hey kid, you know about Mr. Potato Head?
She nods and holds up what appears to be the fork that she was eating her noodles with. It
Yeah.
has 2 scraps of cloth tied around it, one at the top, right below the tines, and one at the bottom. The one at the top is pointing outwards, and the one at the bottom is pointing down into kind of like different directions, almost like forming a V.
Nice. Yeah, well,
Eated him.
yeah, congratulations. Anyways, we're gonna go about 2.5 hour walk. So, you know, maybe get some stretches in. Make sure you got good shoes. If you don't, I'm sure I can
She
just
does not
sling you
have
over my
shoes.
shoulder.
She doesn't have shoes.
And I'll just
Place
reach
models
and
and
like just
shoes.
like awkwardly pick her up under the arms and just put her on my shoulders.
She does that thing that kids do where she grabs your hair without
Yeah.
realizing that as soon as you grab it at all enough to hold on, you start to pull it out.
I mean, Zeke's got enough fur, and that's thick enough that it's
Oh yeah.
dispersed. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you're not like it's not like yanking, but it's enough that you
Yeah.
you like ear flick right in
Yeah.
right on her hand or something.
The ear
Yeah.
flick. The ear flick. She starts doing that on purpose.
So can
Uh,
stop touching the ear.
sorry.
Every randomly. It's just gotta be like, please stop.
You can hold on to the mane. That's easy. Just that rustles around a little bit. Anyways, let's
But
get
you're a
going.
tiger with a mane. I always forget.
Well,
That's awesome.
all big cats have manes.
He's
They're just on a lion. They're far more prevalent because they don't
Yeah.
have as long fur.
he's had time to bush it out.
As
Anyways,
you guys are all gathering on the beach, you watch as Zashi goes back in to the haven.
Arcs.
I'll be right back. She says as she like is walking over there.
Alright.
Um,
I guess we'll be waiting.
but firstly, I want to say thank you for your hospitality.
We have both been very useful to each other.
Right. Useful. I have a question. There is a certain spell I've been wanting to cast, and I don't have the required components. I was wondering if maybe either I could purchase them off of you, if you have them. And she like flips to the page in her book.
She'll look up, scan the spell book with a practiced eye, and say, I should have the required herbs in that amount.
Oh, can I insight whether or not she's impressed by my book?
Absolutely, you can. Let me. What do I want her to roll? She's gonna roll perception. She's gonna roll Arcana to see how good of a job. Oh my god.
Nope.
I wish I could show you guys that roll.
No, I'm not sure.
She has a very practiced eye when she glances over your spell book. She, with an 18, appears to be a 16. I apologize. With a 16, you pick up the vibe that she is not seeing anything that she hasn't seen before. Especially this page she's very familiar with this spell. You don't pick up on like a wow moment from her at this moment in time. That said, there is a certain there's a certain set to her lips, as if something about it is pleasing or amusing. You can't decide between those two things.
Oh, that's infuriating for her. Pleasing or amusing. One of those things is so embarrassing. Anyways, as she pulls away her book now, not too fast, but like with the feeling of like, okay, that's enough of looking at my book.
As you're turning away, she is turning to face the small wooden building, and you see Soleil open the door and come out and head into the greenhouse after giving the pair of you a nod. One moment. And as soon as she says that, she goes back to watering her garden. You notice that the pail of water doesn't seem to need to be refilled. It's fairly small, and she has watered presumably this whole section as she moves on to another area.
She has mad fucking spell slots. Damn, okay. I guess she doesn't have to have a lot of spell slots. Never mind. Anyways, so she continues watering. Can I do like a check to see what the fuck that was?
To try and understand better?
Yeah, like, because my mind immediately goes to some Sense8 shit, and they're like connected in some way.
Give me an Arcana. Call you Chex Mix. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Wow.
Damn.
Unfortunate.
Honestly,
The curse of being a wizard, you will always roll poorly on Arcana, the thing that you're supposed to be good at.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how the minute she found God, she just
Brain off. Yeah, in short order, as you're glancing between the two of them suspiciously, Soleil will come out with a decently sized bag of herbs that are dried and prepared to be burned as incense, and she will hand them to you, and you will pay for them the requisite amount shown on the spell. I think it was 10 gold. And you were going with Raven? Alright, give me a sec to grab one for you. Are you going to do this now, or are you going to wait until you arrive?
it's an hour. She'll eat breakfast really fast and do this spell first.
Okay, so you guys are all clustered and waiting on the beach, ready to leave. And Zashi comes out of the Green Haven and sits down and starts building a small fire.
Yeah, she probably begins. She like goes down on the beach and she takes her right hand and she sweeps a ditch, and then within that ditch she places the representative components, and she kind of uses that ditch as her space with her book, next to her, kind of open. not kind of open, wide open, to the spell, and begins performing uh, the spell. There we go. Find familiar.
Okay. What is everyone else's reaction as Zashi sits down and is clearly not ready to leave yet? And then a couple minutes pass and she is
fucking-
drawing sigils in the
I'm just
sand
gonna-
around this.
I'm
Hey,
just making
kid.
poopy castles.
I'm just gonna go for a freaking swim while this happens. You coming or you want to wait here?
She will immediately begin to attempt to climb down, which involves taking much harder
I will
grasp
just
of your fur.
Take her off my back and put it down.
Okay. All right. And
No,
she's
no,
like,
kid,
oh.
get off.
And she just
And
like
then
does that thing that kids do, where she just puts her hands up and like goes stiff
Yeah.
as you're putting her down.
As she's doing this, she makes she like reaches over, flips to a blank page really quick, and makes a note that says "apologize later," and then flips back to the spell.
Wait a second.
I'm being a rude bitch right now because I found God, and now I think I own the world. I once again like rich girl plus found God is like a curse combination.
Plus, revolutionary, but not really.
Revolutionary, but in like the academic sense, which is aka gay. Like
Okay, not really.
She's
wait,
just
okay.
fucking
Let's not
repeatedly
insult
jumping
me
off
through
the-
her too much.
Oh
What's
my
he
god.
doing?
Just repeatedly jumping off the rock into the water, just making big
dope.
old splashes.
Okay. Is
Those
there
are so-
any? There are some like small fish that are sort of trapped in this little inlet here that only have this narrow way to get back to the ocean proper. Do you have any? Is there any time spent sharking around, as it were?
No, he's just jumping onto the schools of fish and watching them swim away as he lands.
Hell yeah.
He's
Okay.
got the Bruce mentality. Fish are friends, not food.
No,
Yeah, I think
fish are food, just not right now. He's
Fish
full.
are food.
Okay. You guys are kind of waiting for Zashi. Most of you, actually, I don't think any of you have enough knowledge of magic to be able to recognize a spell like this when it's being
Nope.
ritually cast. So you have no idea how long this is going to take as Zashi kind of sits down and just starts doing this. So a couple minutes pass. 10 minutes go by. 20,
Am I also
40
Like-
minutes by now.
like guild up and
You
also
are not. No,
Okay.
this is a strange thing.
strange
that Zeke,
phenomena?
yeah. That said, he did go and have the conversation in private, but you guys can probably see from him swimming around that he'll go down and stay down for like a couple minutes at a time, especially as Zashi is. It becomes clear that Zashi is going to be doing this for a little while, as
He's
like
not
the
even-
half-hour mark passed. Zeke probably goes down and doesn't come up until 10 minutes later. 'cause he's
Whenever you
chasing
see
some
him
of the fish
swimming,
around 'cause
he
'cause he's
doesn't
jumping.
use his
Yeah.
hands.
Like-
just actual
You know that
shark
point.
motions.
You know that point when you're in a pool where you just start doing laps back and forth because you're a little bit bored.
Yeah,
Like we start to hit that point.
he's just like going back and forth, not even using his hands to swim. He's just like literally
Yeah.
fish
Like-
motion.
Like
shark
Kill,
motion
you're on your 14th little
in a
crappy
poopy castle.
poop castle, and as you look back, the tide is actually coming in a little bit, and your first couple castles are under siege from the ocean.
Damn you!
It's like taking enough time that the water is starting to change.
It's like
That's the funnest part about making tricky castles, though. You make big ones and then try and fortify against the ocean.
Exactly.
it's like, all right, men. I'm talking to myself. All right, men. We have 800 hours to prepare for the next siege of the saltwater inns. It's just the water. It's like, please, we
They
gotta
should
keep
make-
these poopy castles ready.
They should give scribe wizards like a halved casting time once per day or whatever. What is my spell book doing for me?
Order of Scribes.
I can use a spell's casting time like a ritual, or not like when I ritual cast once per day.
Doesn't Find Familiar take an hour anyway, though?
It takes an hour, but if you ritual cast it, it takes an hour and 10 minutes. So
Oh,
if you use that, you can cut the 10 minutes off. is all.
yeah.
And I mean, you have all your manifest mind stuff, but that's better for like action spells and stuff.
My other thing that looks around for me. I mean, I have two things. I'm like I am the surveillance.
You are the surveillance state that you once rebelled against. How does that make you feel?
am the surveillance.
Hey, but I'm the one who controls the gulag, baby, so it's okay.
I'm the one
Unfortunately,
who
that's still
knocks.
divination wizards. Sorry. Okay. You all fill the time in what ways that you so choose.
Hell yeah.
And eventually, Zashi, you will finish casting Find Familiar. And a spirit will manifest in front of you, taking the form as it is compressed down. Do you choose Celestial, Fey, or Fiend?
Celestial.
Okay. A golden light that seems to bounce off of a snowy mountaintop congeals and forms into the shape of a raven that looks up at you and gives its harsh cry.
A stick, a bird, and then I for the first time in the session, I look over at Zeke and I think, fuck. I look like such an idiot!
It's like, shit. I just have one big, giant, poopy castle at this point.
How big is it? Is it
Like-
as big as the child?
No, like, it's so big that you have to look up and you see me sitting on top of it.
Nice.
Yeah. Just looking over at Zeke. Just doing laps.
Yeah, Zeke, as you come up for air and climb back over to the rock, you see that Zashi seems frustrated about something. She's punching the sand, and there's a bird in front of her that
There's a
has a
bird.
little bit of a glow about it. In what way does this mostly normal-looking raven signify that it is a creature of the heavens disguised as a bird?
Oh, it's got like, kind of, its feathers are kind of, like, not celestial, because that's the worst word I could pick there. It's like the some of its blackness is iridescent like oil.
Okay.
Does it have
Like in
the like the starry eyes, like that one owl picture?
oh my god.
You know the
No,
one?
I was thinking that its beak also was kind of flecked with little like gold looking pieces. That kind of they kind of clench up, not clench up. There are more towards the mouth, like the entrance of the mouth, as it kind of models out. Like what I have in my head is like vitiligo that's gold
Okay.
on
Love
its
that.
beak.
Okay.
I'm picturing a specific webtoon and I can't put a word to it, but I feel like I've seen this creature, but with a different color, like splotches, like white and black.
There's no way to attach this bird to my token, right?
No. You can just drag, like click and drag to select them both, and then they'll both move when you arrow keys or drag one of them. I don't believe you as a player can group. Well, actually, I could group things together.
I don't believe.
Then I also have to ungroup them.
Maybe what I'll do is just, maybe I could mark my token, just because it's hard for me to click and drag. Maybe just mark my token with, like, a color that means the bird is on me.
Sure, whatever's easiest for you.
Yeah, I think that helps, just so that I don't have to click and drag.
Do you want my mouse? All right. This is happening. The raven perches upon your shoulders. Asha, you turn and face everybody, and like, what? Give a comical thumbs up.
I go. Sorry, everybody. I have a flair for the dramatic, because my parents didn't pay enough attention to me, so I just started doing stuff. So I apologize. I wanted an animal. I got a raven, which is a little. I look over at Zeke's. Where's Zeke's bird? Now that I'm thinking about it.
I've given it to the child for now.
I look over at the bird on the child, and I'm like, oh my god, bird buddies.
Bird up.
And then I look at her. I look at her on my shoulder, and I go, I guess she is pretty though. I guess we're bird.
I'm just gonna fucking shake myself off wildly and spray you a little bit. Alright, let's go.
I have the urge to like push you, but I do not, and I just kind of humph. And I guess sizzle a little bit.
Hades from the fucking Hercules movie style.
I just like slide down my poopy castle and watch it crumble.
Crumble your castle.
Alrighty. You guys set out. You know the way. It is not far. And the wowee zowie. Very
pretty.
cool.
That's
Very
a spicy meatball.
I just will need a nominal navigational check, as the way is slightly hidden. There is not like a carved path that you can follow as you leave the beach. But you do know relatively the direction that Brielle
Nav
is
tools?
set in.
Navigator's tools, or
No, that would be for navigating with the vehicle. I would like a survival check from someone.
alright.
To navigate.
I can
Are
do
we
that.
doing a group average or one person?
If you guys are all going to put in effort, we can do a group average.
Does someone want to give me a hand? Because I'm alright at it.
I could. I'm not trained in it, so I'll try to give you a hand.
Let's
Wait,
make it a group check as you guys set out, and have to find your way.
One of us is like, oh, it's this way, and then the other one's like, no, we go this way.
oh god.
No pressure.
And Kill, you've never been to the village of Brielle, have you?
Nope.
So I'm gonna have you roll at disadvantage.
Oh, great. Alright, survival at disadvantage. Let's see what happens.
Hey, not bad.
Oh, you know, that's not bad.
Not
Not
terrible.
bad.
It's not entirely terrible.
What's with disadvantage? It's pretty good.
We're not too bad.
That is your most important feature.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Pretty good.
All right. With a high enough average, I will give it to you guys. You are able to navigate without losing any time. Setting a relatively normal pace, it takes you just under 2.5 hours to travel along the way to the village of Briel.
Ooh.
Are there anything specific? Is there anything specific that anyone would like to be doing over the course of this journey?
Kind of just, I don't look around. I don't know.
I guess there's no way to train while we're journeying.
I'll just be
Not
telling
really.
the kid about the village.
I'd be picking at my raven.
Probably still carrying the kid on the shoulders.
Okay.
Given
You pick
that
her back
they,
up.
You know, don't have shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little song practice as we walk.
Just messing with my knives.
All right. As the day progresses from early morning to late, you guys will arrive at the small, semi-hidden village of Briel. In the early morning, most people have already enjoyed breakfast, but you can hear the sounds of eating and loud conversation coming from the sole bar in the very, very small town that also serves as an impromptu meeting house.
Have they heard of our exploit?
I don't know how you would know that, or what
What
specific
specific
activities you
exploit
are
you were
referring
referring
to.
to?
I guess have we encountered anybody yet?
You guys are right here where you are on the map. You guys are free to kill around the town, take him wherever you would like as you move through. Maybe not familiar, but certainly recognizable surroundings. Glancing over across the peaceful stream, you can kill a large meeting area with several tables set out, arranged around what seems to be a head table and a large dais for performances or public speaking or the
Ooh.
like.
Nice.
And as you guys are moving around, you begin to see that while there are not hundreds of people that live in this town, almost everyone, actually everyone that you see until you enter the building, is a Yuan Ti. Many of them wear short sleeve shirts that show off arms or torsos that are flecked with scales of various different colors. Nearly all have vertical slit pupils in yellowed or green eyes. And they look at all of you with recognition towards most of you and confusion towards those that they have not seen before. But none of you detect hostility from the people of the village of Briel. You have earned that trust, at least.
Nice.
I'll sort of give a courtesy knock on the door as I open it. Hey y'all, we're back. Got a couple newbies with us. One who's gonna be sticking around if that's alright with y'all.
As you step in, Elsa, the Yuan Ti co-owner of this bar, will smile and raise a hand towards you all and say, "We were worried you had left your many-legged friend."
Yeah,
Become
well,
quite a staple. Morbid, they're back. And she gives a bang on the cupboards behind her.
he was quite full at the time.
Budge up, make room, everyone. And some of the Yuan-Tis slide down at the bar to make room for you guys to come up. And she begins pouring several mugs of whatever they have on tap currently. One of the farmer's latest brews.
I'll pull the kid up so she's
hoppy.
like
You can smell the
sitting
hops.
I'll pull the kid up so she's like sitting on my lap so she can actually see over the counter. So, this little thing named Zahira. Zahira, say hi.
Hi.
She was being mistreated, and I guess I had a soft spot or a lapse in judgment, but we nicked her from the folks who was being mean, and figured this might be a nice place for her. You got anyone who might be acquiescent to taking her aboard?
The door to the kitchen will swing open, and the middle-aged human man will emerge that you all recognize. Kill, this is the first human that you've seen, and besides the 3 blue-skinned figures in the corner of this room, he's the only non-Yuan-Ti you've seen in the village of Brield. Zashi, same reaction as before. As Morbid comes out, she immediately goes, oh, and like starts grooming a little bit.
Oh my god, it parts the fire to the side of it.
Mhm.
Hey, Morbid. How you been?
He'll firstly answer your question to Elsa and say, I'm sure we can find someone to watch out for a wayward soul. That's what most of us are here. Welcome back, everyone, and it's good to see almost all the same faces.
The ferry got called back by the home folk, I think. And, well, quite frankly, I like Cuddy here a little bit better than the touchy-feely of the ferry.
Hello.
Greetings. I'm Morbid, and he'll step over. He grabs 3 of the tankards that are filled up, puts one in front of Shuri, Cutlass, and Zashi, and then extends his other hand to shake yours. Kill.
Oh, I don't imagine it'll come up, but don't talk to him about bags.
Oh, God.
Thank you for
Yeah.
the drink.
Kill is mid reaching for the handshake, and then he just instantly goes, "Oh God!" and starts drinking.
Just passes his hands, goes straight to the bottle. Oh, God. Don't even get me started. But it's very nice to meet all of you. Hope we can, party and have fun, whenever we can. But yeah, no bags. None of that.
I'll
Well,
pull out the contracts.
How do you feel about pots?
Pretty good. That's fine. It's not. Look, everything's on the table. It's just bags.
It's not that we don't appreciate your lending us fibble in there, but none of us can control it. So I've had to, put out the fire and wash it where it is there, because I don't know if you ever tried to lift it. That thing's fucking heavy. All those legs in there. So,
Yeah.
I've only had the one pot, so we're doing a lot of group meals since you guys have been here.
Do we have an amulet or something that controls them, or do you just follow whatever we done been saying?
I believe it is attuned to one of you. Let me find Fibblesticks's
Fibblesticks.
Uh,
Oh.
Pretty sure.
You didn't say anything.
oh no,
about
I'm
it.
incorrect. You guys told him the command word. I retract that statement. I'm incorrect. He will say Fibblesticks, and you guys hear a clanking and a sloshing sound as clatter, 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 thunk, as a four-legged cauldron, bubbling with what looks like a very rich beef stew, runs out and plops down like a happy dog behind Morbid's heels.
Yeah, I imagine he's been quite useful to you. We don't have nearly as much use, and quite frankly, in the line of work we in, I'd be surprised if you didn't sink to the bottom of the ocean at some point. So probably better off here.
If you're sure, we would gladly accept such a useful method of carrying food around.
I mean,
Almost
unless
everyone
any,
eats here every night anyway.
unless the rest of us, any objections?
I have no objections.
Alrighty.
No
Well,
objection.
we'll come visit, but yeah, he's yours.
Is there anything that we could offer in exchange? Do you require any supplies or aid that we could?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, we were running a little low on supplies. Bit of water, bit of food, be good. Whatever you can spare. And also, I got something that I'm not gonna be able to hand in myself, but I'll take out the jeweler's contract thing. I don't know how often any of you go into town, or if any of you do, but there's a fella in there, gave a bunch of jewels, who's gonna sell them off, turn them into jewelry and stuff. I can't be going back there, but this is worth for everybody going if any of you wants to head into Mr. Close.
Few enough of us are willing to brave the more institutionalized city, but
If you do,
Sure.
it's no use to me right now unless I find someone who's willing to go in there.
I suppose it is the issue with all five of you, excuse me, wanted.
Yeah,
Well,
somewhat. I don't know
Gil
about
could
Gil
go.
actually, but he's handy to have around.
I try my best.
Yeah, unless we've been sticking around here for a little bit, maybe you can go on a little bit of road trip, but I feel like that wouldn't be too wise given we got some pressing work to be getting to.
As you guys are saying that, you hear the familiar voice of one of the sea elves pipe up at the back of the room. Morbid, they've been walking for hours. Get them some food. And you see that Glarald is tipping back in his seat, and he has a spoon pointed semi-accusatorily at the proprietor, a mocking smile on his face. They're not paying to hear you yap. I mean, they're not paying to hear you yap. That's his voice. That's how he sounds.
Are we paying?
No.
Oh wait, you're paying us?
No,
No,
you are all
no.
welcome to eat here as long as you would like. And if you'll excuse me, I need to go feed my cat. So real quick, you guys are free to talk amongst yourselves and decide next steps and stuff.
Well, I know about the rest of y'all, but I'm thinking we just grab what supplies we can, carry it out back to the ship, and get to work. Cause I ain't too much of a fan of the ginormous and scaly type of trouble. No offense to the present company.
Oh, none taken. It's all right. We're good. Definitely need to figure out a plan of action. That is for damn sure.
I don't fancy having that much giant flying ego around us. So I think what we agreed before, we was gonna go to the crystal one.
Yes, the topaz one.
Yes.
Yeah, just basically wing it once we get there. See if we're gonna knock it around. See if we do some talking. Figure it out.
Isn't that the one that likes to trade? Or not trade, but
It likes information.
information. There you go.
Yeah. So we could well give it some information, but sooner or later we're gonna put that thing back down in the ground.
That's a bit morbid.
You may not have to.
I mean, either we put it in the ground or it goes back voluntarily.
Might go back
'Cause,
voluntarily. Who knows?
There's a few too
Who-
many
who-
dragons down there, from what they've been saying.
Something chasing them out, of course.
Oh no,
And consider that's a terrifying idea.
that is actually very scary.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about that?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I guess.
Having them as allies wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah,
I wonder
but
if these people-
again, I think there's a few too many of them. I sure would love to play them off against each other, but as y'all was saying, I don't know. We got time for that. And that'll probably just make one of them stronger.
I wonder if the wait, I don't know. We need to figure out our ration situation first before we go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure these folk here got a bit of spare. Present a backstory on that.
We could always hunt also. I don't know how much.
Oh, we definitely need
Yeah.
barrels for water.
Yeah,
Some of
That's,
those are a tad destroyed.
yeah. Apologies about that. Wasn't terribly myself at the time.
Yeah, it was definitely.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's all right. I'm also part of it, so I also apologize. But we're gonna fix it. All right, we're gonna do good. We're gonna fix it. Okay.
I mean, we ain't no
Is a good
sharp
idea.
folk no more. But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking we just get what we can back to the ship, and maybe on the way we come across a trail or two, find something worth killing and salting. And drop
We
it in
could
our hot pot.
always She kind of leans in very quietly. Do pirate stuff?
Ooh.
I mean,
Wait a second.
yeah, but like against whom?
Not just about anyone we choose.
I mean, pirate stuff does not exclude anybody.
There
Yeah,
is
I
a
suppose
shipping. There is a shipping lane very close.
It just feels a little. I'm not against it. I just think it feels a little bit unreliable when we're running low on food.
Oh yeah, but just as an
True.
extra feed once we supply.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against it.
I'm just
But,
like have a grin on my face, just like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it could be pretty cool. I don't know.
Just gotta be careful about who you've been picking against, because well, either you leave survivors or you kill everyone. And if you leave survivors, then folk might gonna be hearing about what you did, so you better damn well hope it ain't gonna be folk who's gonna do something about it.
Mm.
Not if they don't notice that the supplies are gone.
I do not know how you would do that, but If you have any suggestions of how you get several tons of supplies out of a ship with people all over it without them noticing, please let me know.
Just start evil laughing. Oh, you would have no idea. I mean, we'll sit on it. We'll sit on it.
I mean, like, you could maybe punch a hole in the side of it, but then it's sand. Or you could try and pop it out a porthole, but I mean, they'd probably hear that, and most of the box is too big. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
Let's just say the shadows
dare
are our
say-
friend.
I dare say we I mean, I guess there are only 5 of us? 4 of us? 5 of us? Including Panazipper?
5 is correct.
Numbers. Haha. I'm sure we could take out a small ship, but I don't know if it'd be worth it. I think you may be right.
And I don't know that we had. I don't think anything that we could take on would have anything worth taking.
Plus, it really negates the whole arc we have going.
I mean, I'm not against, piracy and getting on the wrong side of the law on that. Just, we gotta be careful about it, and I think we got a little bit more on our plate than we can handle at the moment, so wouldn't be the wisest choice to be acting.
Zashi is like a rich girl who got caught for shoplifting, and now she's like, let's steal it all.
I'm about to say, my character literally watched his brother die for stealing, and I'm still kind of down for it.
I mean, I'm saying, I'm not against it. I'm just saying, maybe not right now. There's gonna be folks who we might want on our side against them dragons, and I don't think we
If
want
they've
them-
heard we've been stealing.
well, especially if it's from them, and they might not be too well inclined to be helping us.
I guess that's true until it turns out the dragons will also take over everything. Then I don't know, a little theft would, pretty.
One thing that I think, if the opportunity presents itself and it seems like a sure thing, by all means, but I don't think we should be going out of our way spending precious time on down little fish when there's a big one right there.
This is the only town between Mother and Mustaklos, right?
To our knowledge, I don't know. There's a whole secret town of snake people here. Maybe there's a whole secret town of fish people somewhere else. I don't know.
A whole secret town of kobolds.
Yeah, maybe. Although,
Well, maybe we should peruse the local offerings. I'm sure they have some sort of market or trading area. I need to pick up some supplies of my own.
Yeah, I mean, if they got something you need, go ahead, ask them. They owe us plenty already, so I'm sure they'd be willing to give you at least a little bit for free.
I asked Morbid a question, and he doesn't seem to be there right now. It's weird. It's like he's looking up into.
I think
He's
he
kind
went
of just
on
looking off in the
back.
distance.
I don't know, dissociating or something. Just give him a second.
He's just stirring fibble sticks right now. He's focused on that.
He's really into stirring Fibblesticks.
Yeah.
Which Fibblesticks? I look at Fibblesticks like, oh my god, our boy.
Yeah, that little clanky bastard. Looks like they'd be treating okay.
Oh, I can get scale mail now, which means I could give. Who has the lowest AC besides me?
And I got 15, but
I think I also have 15. Nope, 16.
And Cherie, you're good?
As I know.
I think Cherie's probably the only person whom the armor would actually work for. Like, as far as their playstyle.
Cherie, if I got some scale mail, you could have this.
I'm good.
Because I kind of, yeah, I kind of need to not be wearing armor for barbarian stuff to work, I think.
Well,
And heavy armor would make rogue less rogue.
suppose I would make use of it then. If
Right.
you're switching out.
We could also just sell it, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, make use of it while I can.
go the Skyrim route.
Gets Daedric artifact, immediately puts it in a chest randomly because you've already crafted something 10 times better.
And that one gives attunement, right? Or proficiency.
Yeah, that one works. I think. I think it works regardless of proficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I would rock.
Yeah, you're proficient with this armor even if you lack it.
Yeah, I'll sport it.
I could be rocking plate mail and just be going crazy.
Yeah.
That's spendy though. So spendy.
Out of character, what's your domain?
Oh God, what's it called? I went life.
Okay.
It really fills out a part of my spell book that I couldn't.
Yeah.
I feel like I could get some chainmail.
Have to stop over at town then. Feel like they would have any here.
I mean, wouldn't hurt to ask.
No, I can't imagine. But yeah, of course, maybe they have a. I mean, I imagine they have a town everything. It seems like a perfect little commune here. She says, almost seeming bitter about this fact, as if she thinks the whole world should be like this, and is kind of pissed that it's not.
Yeah. I don't know. You get enough folk together, eventually one of them's gonna hate another one, and that kind of shit just spreads.
Thinking on the journey there, especially for the tower that we'd have to visit. There would be some sections we could drop over at. Other townships that we haven't been spurned for yet.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Is there a prison sentence barter system where perhaps we could do something for them?
I don't really know. Yeah, I'm just looking at the coral corset. I wouldn't really get any benefit from it unless I where
When you rage, doesn't your AC go down?
no no it doesn't. So it's just generally as a barbarian. It's 10 plus con plus dex, which is 15 for me now. My dex is just +1, so like wearing the armor wouldn't really give me any benefits. The only thing would be that holding my breath for twice as long, but twice infinity is still infinity.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. The only the only thing that would help would be the bonus thing where you pop it up to heavy and you basically turn it into plate temporarily. That would really be the only benefit I would get. I mean, I guess, and the fucking poison thing, but that seems somewhat unlikely, especially at this level, for one, something to grapple me successfully, and two, to fail the DC 13 save.
Yeah, considering how many times I've been grabbed, I'd definitely support that.
Yeah. Like, I'm more of a HP tank.
Looking
Anyway.
back at the crab fight.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
I think it would be better just to give you more survivability. Because you're a little squishy.
I'm very squish.
This squish.
I'm gonna go bathroom.
This
Back.
squish.
The squish.
Okie dokie.
This squish.
Living as the squish girl.
This squishy squish.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard outfit of the day. I'm gonna lose my mind.
I am back. I'm just patting my rabbit until Nate comes back.
Eating some delicious chips.
Do we know roughly how long this is gonna be, or is it just indefinite?
I think it's kind of up in the air right now.
Okay, doke.
I think he definitely intends to come back.
Hello?
Oh,
Hello?
Hello.
I'm sorry, did I miss anything?
No.
nothing significant. Just chit chat.
Just chitting and chatting. Is like everything okay over there?
50-50.
Oh shit.
Some people have lost family members, so
Oh.
Oh
might be consoling.
shit.
I might get some food while we wait.
Fair on you.
Back in a bit.
My apologies, everyone, for the extreme delay.
Welcome back. Hope all is okay.
Yeah,
No problem.
just hard news today.
Yeah.
Trying to help.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me as well. I apologize. You guys were being served food. Did we lose Sam?
You went to get food.
Okay. We can continue just random talking to Yuanti and
Oh.
Morbid.
We were talking about whether or not there was a like place to buy stuff.
There isn't like a general store, but there are people
Of
who are
course.
trained in craftsmanship and things like that. Probably the place that you would find the easiest time buying things would be the home of the resident blacksmithing couple, or should I say thruple?
I knew you were gonna say some shit like that. All right, let's go find the poly blacksmithers.
They're actually sitting right here at the table with you guys.
Looks
At
to the
counter
left.
with you guys. There's Mashis, Esha, and Ashley. Ashley.
It's not Ashley.
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 Looks over. I hear you're the blacksmithers.
You heard correctly. Is there something we could make for you?
Let me look in my copy of D&D 5e Compendium. I can get heavy armor now, right? I mean,
This is true.
can they make chainmail?
We could make it. We do not have any stores of existing armor. This is a place of peace. I think you'll need chain or, well, heavier armor is our friend Morbid's. And Morbid will nod. Hello, I literally just got back there talking with the blacksmiths about what buying armor would look like. It would take some time, but with your help to Morbid, I believe we could come to some arrangement. My snake hissing is not being picked up by my new microphone. I haven't played a UNT since I got the new headset. It's not functioning as intended.
Yes.
Yeah. Pragmatism.
It would be a great improvement.
I'll say chainmail. They can make it. It would take some time because they'd be making it from scratch.
Right.
That said, they could probably, if you guys are gonna donate Fibble sticks to the cause, as it were, that's a pretty big swing in the you help us, we help you sort of thing that they have going on. Before, to help you with your ship, you helped out some of them in the town. Each of you applied your own skills. This is a donation that you're now making permanent, as they've found quite a bit of use for it. Like Fibblesticks could carry what was up to 300 pounds of stuff that we decided. Like it's a very strong thing.
And
That is
fast,
also
apparently.
a cook pot. It's pretty quick. It moves 30 feet in a round. It's as fast as a
35
person.
feet, yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, that would be up to... That would be a kind of group decision, I feel.
I mean, leaving Fibblesticks here seems reasonable.
I'm the new guy, so I have no say.
And Zeke was
Zeke
the one
was
who
the one who
suggested
suggested
it. So
Hey, you have a say. You've been here long enough.
I've been here.
This isn't New York City rules. You don't have to live
mean-
there from your birth for it to count.
Do you
Comes
got
up to
an
me.
opinion on it? Or...
No, I the only thing I have opinion on is it is a very adorable pot. That's it. Lots of legs.
you should
Yeah.
need the rope.
That's part of why I figure should be staying here, because I have a feeling. I have a feeling we're going to sink our ship sometime soon. To be honest,
You don't want him to
So-
see the tribulations of war.
Hey,
more
Not
I
to
don't
in-
want to.
sorry, not to intercede on this conversation, but I just realized that you guys have a very important thing that has been forgotten.
The fact that we still need to find a home for this child.
The fact that
No.
we still need food and water.
The fact that you have a set of chainmail already in your possession.
Oh my
Oh
god!
shit!
It's
A
I was thinking-
mithril set of chainmail.
Oh, the sack.
Can I wear it though? Like,
You have proficiency as that domain
Is-
cleric.
isn't there a strength requirement?
It's mithril.
Oh, okay.
Mithril armor lacks the strength requirement of regular heavy armor.
I love the sack.
Oh my god, so...
Also, no stealth disadvantage, which is nice.
Nice.
So Ken has...
I mean, it's your handy
I-
sack. I'm not gonna complain.
It's
I'm about to
not.
say,
It
they-
is
they
Kill's
got-
handy haversack, technically.
Grab whatever you need from the sack, whatever it is.
I will reach into your sack and pull out some chainmail.
It was a little weird that was in my sack, but you know.
Yeah, it's vaguely green, but yeah, mithril is that. And there are oohs and ahs as Kill goes, hey, by the way, I still have that, chainmail if you want that.
Grabs it out. I'm just like, yeah, I know the sack is pretty cool, you know.
Glittery fucking mithril.
Start showing random people my
Holy
sack.
shit! An armor class.
My god.
Whoa.
So you can just import a chainmail, a set of chainmail, and just add the tag mithril to it in your inventory.
Wow, 16. I'm actually gonna mean something.
Can I take it out, or how does that work? Like, do I just...
So you have to click edit on the sheet
Oh, okay. And then I
at
can
the
just
top,
exit
and
out,
then
right?
edit the text box. You can exit, probably rather than drawing a strike through, just delete it from the sheet.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Just delete it, so because she got it in her
Okay.
inventory.
All right, so over the course of this conversation, we'll say that Zashi has been unattuning to the coral corset in preparation for purchasing armor that is no longer needed. So around this time, Zashi, you can stand up, take 5 minutes to doff your coral corset, and I guess pass it over to Kill, or Cherie?
I think, didn't we decide Cherie?
Sure,
Yeah, I believe that was the choice.
Cherie, here, take my... take my armor. Take my hand-me-downs.
Go ahead. I'm used to having older sisters.
Aww. She audibly awes.
Aw.
Audibly.
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 Oh.
As you say audibly, several of the Yuan-Ti groan, but
Do they
Lyra
all
in the
say
corner
aw?
goes, yeah!
Oh.
Fucking
Also,
I completely
question.
forget that I can use... Wait, you go.
I was gonna ask if there was cobblers in this place, like for shoes, because one of us, the kid, don't have shoes. I was wondering if we can purchase some shoes for the child.
Elsa, would you be a dear and see if they have any child's shoes left? Or, a hand-me-down would be acceptable? in
Nothing
this
name brand.
situation?
Nothing name brand. She'll grow straight out of it.
I think there are some moccasins.
That might be the... I was just gonna say that might be the realest phrase ever said in D&D.
no name brand. She'll grow out of it. It's like, all right, get him some
Like, I heard my dad.
Yeah, in short order, Elsa will disappear, and probably 10 to 15 minutes later will reappear with a pair of slightly worn-in child shoes that look about appropriate. They have laces on them, so they're easily able to be tightened up to fit a smaller foot.
Nice.
Beautiful. Nice new pair of Adidas.
Adidas.
I was just gonna say, as they pass by, you see that it says Nike.
Okay.
Well, in lieu of armor, then, what could we give all of you to balance the scales? Is your ship still in need of repair? We could spare some.
We do need a
Workmanship
little bit of
today.
repairs, but we also need some supplies.
Hmm.
I think we mentioned that.
Barrels of water.
Fresh barrels.
Yeah. Bit of food, bit of water. You know, just what you can spare. I'm sure we can pick up some more on the way to where we're going.
Hmm.
Quartermaster, how many total barrels, empty and not empty, does the ship have?
I believe we have 3 rations and 3 gallons of water, and then we have 2 barrels sitting around.
So you have 2 total barrels. So each barrel can hold 40 gallons of water, and every person needs a gallon of water a day minimum, unless you're in a very hot area.
Here.
So 2 barrels is good for the 5 of you for a 16-day excursion.
Nice.
We also have 15 platinum.
Oh, we have platinum? Oh, shit.
That is in the So
Sitting on
how are you hoping to get the ship fixed all the way and then take whatever else they feel they owe you in rations and water, or do you want to prioritize more rations and water at this moment?
Explaining to them the damage. How long do they think that'll take to fix?
Let me. I haven't looked at the ship since we came back. The mall. We are at
Well,
75 out of 100. Fixing a ship is a.
Oh, I guess we could. I forgot. It's 5 of us. We could just have 3 plat each.
Yeah.
We could. You know what to say. We could. Oh, shit. But that's the emergency plat.
1d6 plus, say 3 divided by, say 3 people. Between 3 and 4 days, depending on how each of the days' works go.
Alright. Well, that's good to know. What's everybody's thoughts on that?
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, we'll have to worry about getting more barrels at another point.
That is true.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we can stop by, pick up the stuff that we had commissioned. That might be done.
It should be done, yeah. By now, it's been like, what, a week? More than a week?
They'll let us know.
Oh my god.
You were in Nobani 5 days ago.
Okay, yeah. So, oh, no, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was gonna say, we also have this dragon turtle part, so are we doing something with those? We're gonna make a
Those are
mast.
already partially mounted on the ship. Zeke is taking care of that. 'Cause
Oh,
he
okay.
Oh,
has
yeah.
Carpenter's tools enough to be able to do that.
Oh, and
So just keep them there.
Wait.
Yeah. If anybody wants to try and find an image of like a prow, I can add it to the map for the of the turtle skull, because that was where it was mounted on the front of the ship. Then again, I guess from a top-down picture you wouldn't necessarily see it. Still pretty cool. Um,
Yeah, it's really just the
Oh,
skull,
yeah.
front pedals.
so repairs to a damaged ship can be made while the vessel is berthed. Repairing 1 hit point of damage requires a day and costs 25 GP for materials labor. That seems ridiculous. That a single HP requires a day and 20 materials because fucking the Ghost of Saltmarsh has it for a D6 plus crew score per day, but it's a DC 15 check. So, I'm gonna go with that one, because that's what I've been going for so far.
Also, just a little
So each day
I
I'll
do
roll
need a
3d6 plus 3.
I do need a dip in like a half hour.
Okay. This was always going to be the, like, you guys figuring out your next steps session, so feel no pressure. I'm not sure what you got going on, but
New year,
David
new
does
us.
have, yeah. So prioritizing the repair of the ship, you guys are willing to remain here until that's taken care of. It probably at least 3 days, but it'll depend if they do an amazing job and I roll really high on the d6s each day. Will get going faster than that. We'll say that that's going to be 25 GP worth of the item, just to account for sort of just like figure out how we're equating it. For like a cauldron is an uncommon item, so let's say that they're pretty, you know, open to offering you guys quite a bit of monetary shindizzle.
Like a discount, extreme
Well,
discount.
like you guys essentially aren't paying for anything right now
Yeah,
because
we're getting free supplies.
you're
Oh, yeah, 'cause we
you're
gave
giving them
them
a
the-
really useful
yeah.
magical item,
They
especially for a
kinda-
community of this size.
Yeah. We kind of have an IOU from them.
Right,
Ah.
and like this essentially, it also helps with them cooking fresh food, so they can offer you like dried and preserved things very easily. And their stream that runs through this village is fresh water. So long as you have enough empty barrels, you can fill as much water as you need here. The water is free. So they'll offer you 8 additional empty barrels
Ooh.
and 125 rations.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Very appreciated.
So like, is this like GameStop? Do we get in like in-store points and shit?
This is communism. So your in-store points are called the goodwill of the community.
Ah, I love to hear it. I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything else really to like, you know, want right now. I feel like.
Right, you guys are gonna have a couple days. At
Yeah.
minimum. This is just like you hashing out. Morbid is the sort of de facto mediator between all of these refugee Yuan-Ti families. Keel, you come to learn kind of a little bit more about the community as the conversation wanes into midday, as the sun gets higher in the sky, and you guys eat your brunch and then kind of transition into having sort of a early lunch meal and a mid-afternoon drink. You learn that this community is almost entirely populated by Yuan-Ti who, for one reason or another, have left the larger cities of this continent, mostly to avoid persecution, and set up really outside of the law of the Galarian stuff.
Okay.
Due
So,
to that, this is actually like a secret town. People
Okay.
of the military are not aware of it, and secrecy is one of their main protections. It's why you guys had to make a navigation check to be able to reach here. There aren't roads that extend outside of the city by more than, or the village by more than a few hundred feet
So-
before they disperse into game paths.
this is like a secret, like you said, a secret refugees and stuff like that. It's just like a not popular area for pirates, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Like, do other pirates find their
No.
way over here? No. Okay,
No,
cool.
you guys are only here. Like, this is another place where you guys are like, don't tell them we're pirates at first, because you guys kind of showed up and they're like, we're super peaceful and nice, and we want to help you because you helped protect this lady who was a member of the Sea Elves, who you've also got to meet. It was
Protecting
explained to
her
you,
well.
Bill, that yeah, that these Sea Elves live in the village of Brio and help defend it when needed, but they are more here to help Mother than anything else,
Okay.
and are apparently cast out of wherever they came from before.
So
They're also
everyone,
refugees in their own way.
I'm sorry, I'm asking a lot of questions. So
No,
everyone
it is-
that's here had like they don't travel anywhere else. They just stay here and live here, protect the village, and
Pretty much.
Okay,
The
cool.
farthest anybody goes is to the Green Haven, and mostly only the Sea Elves go there.
All right, cool. No, because it would be a waste if I asked them about, the Jack.
Ah, yes. You guys were shown this secret place when your ship was beached due to a very, very terrible storm, which seemed to proceed like dragon-like creatures coming up from the seabed or something weird. I don't
That's
know, unrelated
crazy.
to the current events, definitely.
Yeah. All right. No, that was it. Just wanted to fit in more of my lore before
Absolutely.
anything else.
Yeah, I mean, and I've definitely laid the groundwork of these people kind of all having mysterious pasts and stuff. And if
That's
you
what
do
I
want
was
to know more
thinking.
about specific people, I do have lore on some of the individuals.
Okay.
So, as details are hashed out, Morbid is figuring out logistics with Zashi. Elsa is entertaining the young girl as well as the other patrons. And you guys are enjoying. I mean, Panaziver is a decent cook, and with Cherie's help, she's definitely not awful. But this is a bar. There is fresh, cold ale. There is mead. There is hot stew served right from the pot, which
From the
seems to
fibble.
walk around, and fresh bread that crackles and is still hot when you slather butter on it. Butter that, like, again, was churned fresh this morning. Like, there is something about being at a place that makes food that you all are just reveling in, for lack of a better word.
My skills are standing up on end. I love it.
Mikey boy. Yeah, and morning passes into midday, which passes into early afternoon as you all relax. It's been... you haven't really been able to do so since you left Breel the first time.
Finally.
This is truly the only peaceful community that you have found since you broke out of jail, since you left your home looking for your brother's killer.
I think I like this place. This is a definitely good rest stop. We gotta come here, when we get the chance, after we save the world.
Save the... save the world? Morbid says, leaning an elbow over in your direction.
Like just everyday things. Like recycling.
I don't know.
Like, killing small creatures. Small creatures. Like environmental, like lanternflies. You gotta kill the lanternflies.
You have to kill the lantern flies.
You have
Sashi
to.
chimes in.
This is a real
have
tri-state
to.
area joke going on.
You have to, please.
The fucking lanternflies invading Jersey and New York. It's insane.
Oh god.
I hate those stupid
That's so
things.
funny. He goes, lanternflies. Uh-huh.
Whew.
Look, we're on the level. What's up? And he kind of glances at Cherie sitting next to Kill, and then to Zashi on Kill's other side, over at Zeke, who's probably I don't know. I imagine him very carefully dabbing at Zaira's face with the napkin.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ain't too much of your concern, but not too much for you to be concerned about. More like, but or at least not yet. Well, long story short, you know the dragon turtles that came up, give some trouble to Soleil.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that was not an isolated incident, and uh, that kind of shit's gonna keep happening bigger and badder. So we're gonna go stop it.
I always try to figure out how to see some of it.
So at the moment, not immediate danger. So
Yeah, but you know, meet new and interesting creatures and kill and eat them.
I mean, all right. Yeah, I'm sure you would tell me if it was something I needed to worry about.
I mean, I don't think I need to tell you. If you see a dragon flying overhead, to run and hide. And that's about all I can tell you at the moment. Like, we don't really know much more than that.
Fairly distant, of course.
I mean, I'll answer any questions you got, but honestly, I know about as much as you do at the moment.
You said far away. How far are we talking?
Uh,
I'd
gosh.
be like to show him your map if you would like.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, well, it's, punching up holes through the ground, coming out here, here, and here, 3 different facts. It's a whole thing. Point being, watch out. Dragons might be coming sometime. We're going to try and stop it, but no guarantees, because, dragons.
You've handled one before already. Well, 3 now.
Yeah, but they was babies.
Well, 2 was babies. The other one was, well, more grown.
I feel like these ones going to be pretty big ones.
Panacerva
Anyways.
holds up 4 fingers when you
Yeah.
say 3 dragons.
Yeah, technically that was the baby of the other one. That's the whole thing.
I definitely didn't
Anyways,
count that one.
I'm disappointed we didn't get to try eating that one. I reckon it would have tasted like mushroom.
mushroom.
Some people question my tastes.
Well, I mean, it's it's like a
Wow.
fungus creature, so it's like a meat, but it's also like a mushroom. It just seems interesting to me.
Okay.
It's beyond meat.
Yeah.
Meat beyond meat.
Oh
So
god.
I'm going to take the up and give me a second.
Beyond meat.
Fucking killed the DM, man. Saw it strike Nate right in the heart.
Now I'm thinking about like horrible like you know how we raise cattle for slaughter?
Mm.
I'm thinking about raising myconid for slaughter to make impossible burgers.
Oh,
We could do that.
you could do that.
There's a... Well,
There's a precedent.
Definitely not in the same point in time, but, a lot of
But
mushrooms.
there's a precedent.
Yeah. A lot of mushrooms.
Oh,
in the
also, I
future.
am
Tripping out.
making a masthead
You're making a masthead?
for the ship.
Oh,
Oh.
well, your bones and stuff are in the ship. You don't have them with you. That-
I know, but you said if didn't you say if somebody wanted to like
mounted.
no, yeah, but like visually you could put it on the map. I'm making that.
Very cool. Very
Oh,
exciting.
nice.
I'm very glad to hear that. That's very cool and exciting. Do you need a picture of the boat? I think I have a transparent image somewhere.
Nice figure.
Okay. All right. So yeah, this is happening. You guys are talking. Is there any other business that you would like to discuss with Morbid at all today? before we continue with just faffing about, as it were.
Don't suppose you need any help around here, just since we'll be here a while.
I mean, we'll always take the extra sets of hands, especially ones as skilled as all of you. It's a shame you lost your magic healer. That would have been real useful.
Yes. It would be unfortunate, wouldn't it? I kind of look over at Zashi with a big smirk.
Back, by the way.
Things happen.
Test a few things.
Some things. Just things.
Oh, are you suggesting we spar? Is that what I missed?
Well, looking for a healer, darling.
Oh, I can heal now.
I was wondering if you'd be wanting to test that. Since they could use the help.
That would be interesting. I mean, helpful. Helpful. Be very helpful.
Just a very,
That's
I would be down.
yeah, very coy smile.
I
Both.
never really understand magic, but can you like get your brain magic and your weird god magic to like? Do they use the same juice or is it different juice?
I like
It's
that.
different juice.
I like that. I am no
Well,
longer. I'm just
It's
using
all
juice now.
your body's energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's all your juice.
You're just channeling it through different parts of the week.
Yeah, but Zeke doesn't know that.
No, yeah, well, I'm saying Zashi would know
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
the total number of spells is
Mhm.
the only thing that is the expression of the magic, if you will.
The juiciness, one would say.
The juicy juice hypotenuse.
I need everything to be converted into juice. That's how I math now.
But yeah, other final, just like I want to nail down important stuff before I narrate the rest of this day.
Nope.
All right. Morbid is more than happy to offer you all rooms to stay, and as before, Penziver gets up to go outside and disappears sometime
God damn
around early afternoon.
Well, Panda's gone again.
She did this last time, right? You were all looking for her, and then right as you were about to leave, she just turned up again. We didn't find out
Yeah,
last time.
Zip does that. I ain't too worried about it.
She's very capable.
Well, the world runs on trust.
Mm.
Enjoy. I'm gonna get back to cooking. Evening meal's gonna be soon, and I know the boys I sent to go work on your ship are not gonna be, unhungry, as I call it. He'll tip his hat.
Question before you go.
Yeah, stops in the doorway.
Where I go talk about who's best be looking at this kid here.
We'll bring it up at the evening meeting tonight.
Alrighty. Sounds about right.
And as he goes into the back room, you see, you know when you watch someone else have their gaze get caught, where like they're in the middle of doing something and they realize that someone is staring at them, and they kind of like look up, and you watch them have one half of a facial conversation. You watch Morbid have his eyes caught by Elsa, and she makes some kind of face that you can't see. And his eye, he kind of, it's very hard to tell. If you want to make me an insight, you can. But he he gives a few seconds of facial communication and pushes his way through the back room, through into the back room, as it were.
No.
Zeke, it's hard to determine, but Kill, you're great at reading people.
I'm just in their face.
Yeah, Morbid's side of the facial conversation went something along the lines of, "Really? Well, all right." Agreeing
No.
to something. A question asked non-verbally.
Interesting.
As you're saying that, so interesting. I think this is really funny. You kind of look down at the bar at Zeke, who's rubbing his chin, looking at the door, like, what could that have mean? And Elsa, who is drawing with some crayons, with Zaira on the countertop, very clearly already enamored with the girl.
Oh,
Oh,
Just a thought. Can y'all?
that's so cute.
we just all three of us was like, aww. And Zeke's still like, what's going on?
And Miss Elsa, you and Morbid. I don't know. Look, I never met my parents, so I never really had the birds and bees talk. Can you two have kids, or?
I lean over just to like really listen, just like,
Her face goes through several different expressions very quickly, and she kind of opens her mouth and then closes it, and then opens it again and says, we don't have any children together.
I mean, I noticed that. I was sorry. That might be a bit of an intrusive question. I'm just curious. You know, you don't got to answer. I was more wondering with the, two different species thing. I don't know how that works.
I'm moving closer.
You can say you don't want to tell me if you don't want to tell
Most
me.
humanoids are more than able to interbreed. And she doesn't look like, she's not like blushing, she looks uncomfortable, as if for some reason this topic is especially sensitive.
Y'all, got your parts not working so good or something, or?
I'm literally like one hand down from Sharif for the first time ever, little palm slap on the table.
I'm just gonna go back to where I was.
Look,
Fair question,
just asking.
but intrusive.
Right. Apologies. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm just
She is
curious.
busied herself
all right?
cleaning something with her back to you.
All good questions, all right? All good, valid questions.
Look, no one told me manners, all right? I'm still figuring this shit out. This is the first time I've really been in a place where folk give a shit about what I say.
Anyone with a passive perception of 13 or better hears Glarold say, "The worst case of chronic foot and mouth I've ever seen."
I fucking heard that.
The pause meaning checks passive perception.
Yeah.
So fucking funny.
I'll put my foot in your mouth if you don't shut up.
Glarold puts his hands up in surrender. Vallejo kind of
Constructive
grumbles something
criticism.
under his breath.
Constructive criticism. Learn it.
Man, I wish Panda Zipper wasn't here. She would be sliding you all kinds of notes.
Oh
All this
my
conversation would be happening. Fuck.
A whole fucking
Opportunity
stack
missed.
of index cards.
Please stop now, please. Oh God. Oh no.
Panda saw this coming. That's why she left.
Regardless, y'all seem to be getting along. Yo, Zira, she seem nice to you?
She looks up with a smile on her face. Huh?
I'll take that as a yes. But
Okay.
I'm imagining you's grown a little bit fond of Miss Elsa here and her buddy Morbid.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's been really nice so far. You can see that like the Yuan-Ti sitting on the opposite side of her from you, also has some sort like there's like a quill with ink and has some quill like marks on her arm where she was drawn on partially during the coloring craze that is happening over here. It's probably the first time this child has ever held a quill or any kind of painting or writing instrument before.
All right. Well, seems like you're doing all right. I'm sure you can make your decision yourself, but I got something to ask of you. If you can, I'd appreciate you looking after Isaac there.
You sure you don't want to keep him?
Oh, I very much would like to, but as you're well aware, me and my crew go some pretty dangerous places, and I'd rather he be somewhere he's less likely to get squashed.
So, you're
I'll come
gonna
visit.
leave him here. You come visit, okay? And she immediately there was a question there that you immediately answered. Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna check the oven again.
He's like, all right. Just grabs the bird, runs away.
Yeah, she will actually be um Elsa, with your permission, will come out from behind the bar and take Zaira to the room with the 2 single beds to find a place for the cage as well as her few belongings. Um, and she produces another set of what looks like hand-me-down clothes for a child. They're not threadbare, but they are worn, and they have that softened nature to them, to something that's been hand washed time after time.
Also, I just posted masthead designs in the block for chat.
Ooh. Oh, that's sick.
So yeah, there's one with it underneath the crane on the front of the ship, the block and pulley tackle system on the front of the ship, and one with it above. Whichever you guys prefer, I'll use.
Liking the one that's above.
Yeah, I was about to say I like to be able to pet the already deceased thing. That'd be dope.
The dragon
Okay.
trap.
Anytime you need some basic Photoshop.
Hell yeah.
That's actually sick as hell though. I like that.
Hell yeah. So they gave us 8 barrels and 125 rations,
Yes.
and
And we
8
heal just like
barrels.
that.
What do the barrels contain?
They are filled with water.
Oh, okay.
And our ship is at 82 health right now, right?
Yes, I just increased your ship's HP.
Oh,
As they sent out the worksmen early in the morning when you arrived, or I guess mid-morning when you arrived, and they'd be arriving back around now, which we'll say is evening, as Zaira is offered a bed, but is far too small and prefers to curl up with a picture book in the chair here, this room. Quickly falling asleep. Looks like I have one less thing to talk about at meeting today as Morbid comes out and he'll serve you guys again for the third time today. This time a hefty plate of chicken with some fried and some sauteed fresh vegetables. There's squash and asparagus, as well as what's another sort of earthy fucking
Potato.
cucumbers.
weed.
Oh.
Something like lighter, something to brighten it up the plate.
Weed. He gave us
Oh,
edibles.
like fucking sprouts.
Yeah.
I will
Alfalfa.
slowly enjoy it as I look at everyone else like, ah, yes, sprouts, weed. I'm like, just staring at all of you like, really?
What? Like,
I just imagine Cherie needs to desperately go hunt.
how many drinks are we down? How many drinks?
Oh, I mean,
Speaking
you
of going,
okay?
but thank you for the session. Love
Of course.
y'all. Be good to reconnect. See you
Hell
later.
yeah.
See
For
you
real.
next time.
Love you, bro.
See you next week.
See you, cat.
We're gonna have a few emergency rations on that matter.
Yeah, you guys are more than able to drink. I mean, he's not serving you hard liquor unless you ask for it. So it's a lot of ale and a lot of mead, but you've probably been drinking all day.
Oh my god, Zashi fucking. Actually, before I say that.
I mean, you have been eating quite a bit of hearty food, and it's ale, so it's not like like you're not shit-faced. You have had sort of that like nice buzz going.
Give
You
me
had
another
8
one.
beerses, you know.
Give me
Waiter,
another
can
one.
I get a shot of whiskey?
Later, give me your top shelf. Top shelf only.
Top shelf. Sir, we only have one shelf.
Shit.
it's a
Bill-
cupboard actually.
Make another shelf and give me the shit on it.
That
He
is
rolls
so
his eyes. Elsa takes one of the bottles of wine off of the rack over here. She gets a step stool and she puts it on top of the like cabinet where it's all dusty up there.
Oh, yeah.
There's just like empty mason jars up there, and she puts it down and she looks at you and she grabs it from the top of there and hands it to Morbid and starts to uncork the bottle.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Straight off the top.
He pours you a nice large glass of a red wine.
Oh, at this point, Zashi goes outside for a second to let the bird fly around. Stay within 100 feet.
What?
Stay
Oh, shit.
within 100 feet or you die.
No,
Is it
Doesn't
like
it
a?
disappear?
Is
I
it
think you can only communicate with it for that distance.
Immediately starts flying at 100 feet like, I gotta get the fuck.
I'll have to
He's
double check
going.
the spell. I might be incorrect.
Does it also talk? Because if it's a raven and a crow,
It
or something.
communicates telepathically with you.
Nice. I was gonna say, are we on some Demon Slayer rules?
Possibly.
While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you communicate with it telepathically. As an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until it starts.
Oh, so the 100 feet is for to be able to do
Mental
stuff
connection.
through it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I can cast spells through it?
A spell with the range of touch. Yes.
Wow, that's cool. I got 2 things I can cast spells through. Nobody's gonna fuck with me. and one of them is literally untouchable.
Except with like dispel magic, right?
Oh yeah, I think so. I mean, no, don't
Oh
add
no!
any enemies of
Oh
with
no!
Dispel Magic, please.
Oh God, no.
Okay. You do that. As you guys are drinking, you hear many of the people of the town gathering outside at the tables. I'm not going to move all of the tokens on the map there. You can just
Mhm.
imagine the susurrus of people moving and gathering as
Oh
they
my
move.
god. I forgot my hat lets me do one free cantrip if I pass a DC 10 intelligence check.
There you go.
That's so fun.
Yeah, you have. I don't think you've used it even once.
No, because I completely forgot I didn't actually add the thing to my sheet like I should
Always
have.
check your inventory.
Always check for the magic items.
I mean, we're gonna fucking smash it down and try and fucking play some good music.
I also have that Dragonborn locket.
The what now?
I think it's just flavor.
Bam.
I don't think it's an item.
Just for
damn.
flavors? Damn.
Cherie is singing the most heart-aching like melody ever. People are crying. People are actively weeping.
Singing and breakdancing at the same time, juggling.
It's all those elvish songs. that
Wow,
practice.
I'm weeping. Fully weeping.
God, so weep.
Someone so terrifying. Who
I'm
has
so
the voice of an
alone.
angel. I will definitely say, out of all the places that we have been, this is one of the only few that she actually smiles warmly.
It's arresting.
In a way.
What did you say?
In a way.
In a way. I don't want to progress too much, but if there are things that you guys would like to do tonight or begin preparing to do for the next day, I feel like we're well within our rights to do that.
It is also midnight,
Just while everyone's
but we did
there,
start late.
I would check something just out of sheer curiosity.
You don't notice anything specific
Gotcha.
with the what you are attempting to sense. There's not anything that draws your focus in this quiet, peaceful place.
Oh my god, Josh, would you want to spar? Drunkenly spar?
I think that would be a bit dangerous in the township.
I don't know if that's safe.
Come on,
What?
make it watch. It'll be great.
It'll be really cool. We just both look at Cherie with the puppy dog eyes, like, please. Just think of the views.
We really must.
I mean, do they have like an arena? Can be like,
This is a peaceful
No.
location. Why would you
You
think
could go
they have
out
an
into the
arena?
forest.
I mean, we are in the middle of the forest. Everything is an arena in the forest.
Psychopath.
Yes.
I have healing that I want to try out.
That's true. Let me beat you up and then heal you.
No,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
totally.
I'm about to.
I
what
mean,
if-
they did ask for your help healing their sick and injured earlier.
true.
Oh, I can do that.
Oh, okay, cool.
There you go.
That was a thing that they asked for. So we'll say that the next day, after you drink all day, after you have 8 beers, it's been 0 days since the last Letterkenny reference. Yeah, you guys sleep, awaken the next day, and as happened last time, at the morning meal, you all gather outside at the tables, and people bid for your help as skilled people with crafts and trades that are not normally available in the city or in this small village. Those of you that are willing and able to help are welcome to. For example, one of the things that Zashi helped with last time was, I believe, childcare, babysitting, literally watching some of the village children so that the parents could ply their own trades. Cherie and Zeke both assisted with the blacksmith, I believe.
I helped make the new foundation because I have Mulder.
Yes, you were helping them build housing, and Zeke was helping with the blacksmith. Pan has ever disappeared, as per the usual. So, I'd be interested, Kill, in what way do you think you'd be able to benefit a small village community as someone with nimble and deft fingers and not a weak back? What would your preferred method of help be? There are farmers that need assistance. The blacksmith always needs help carrying things from the quarry, things of that nature. But any kind of situation you can improv out of your brain. I'm interested to hear what you would be interested in
Definitely
helping with.
like to help the blacksmiths because the lifting and all that stuff. Also, I can stoke the fire because I literally do that. So
Hell yeah.
I can just every 5 minutes just yeah, I do that. I'm down for that. Help them. I don't know what else I can do other than lift and blow fire. Blowing fire with the boys the other day.
Hey now. Okay. So Will, why don't we end on that as the party disperses to all assist the village for the day. Will end as you all have a hard day's work and rejoin each other at the bar in the evening.
Nice.
Well, thank you for running.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah. Glad to be running again. Happy to be back.
As always, having a good old grand time,
Fuck yeah. Happy to hear it.
Even our in-between sessions are so good.
And I'll definitely partake in some of my other personal rations to sate that hunger for a time.
Nasty.
Sick nasty. Hey, I have needs.
Gross. Gross nasty.
Gross nasty.
Gross nasty yucky.
Says he's not grossed out, is actively grossed out.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. So peaceful.
We'll have to get the. I would definitely throw down for an arena belt, but here I don't think is the greatest idea. It's honestly some funny shit.
Somebody roll me another 3d6 plus 3 for this next day of ship work.
Gotcha.
We'll end in the early evening. Your second day in Real.
Not bad.
Better.
Hey.
All right, that brings you up to 95. So you should be done by the end of the third day, which was the prediction given to you by Morbid. Hell yeah.
There was no time to like practice our thingies, right? Like our skill
our
things.
training. Because we came
Not
in
while you were
here-
helping the village.
Yeah, we were helping them.
Yeah, that's kind of what
There
I
would have
figured.
been yesterday, but you
Ah,
guys all
shit.
wanted to talk and chill and relax and stuff.
Curse you, rap
You guys stayed all day at the
alcoholism.
bar.
It was good times.
That said, you guys are only helping out of the goodness of your own hearts. If anyone would like to retcon helping the people of the village and instead have been practicing.
I can't retcon curing people's wounds and saving lives.
I would
And
like
setting
to take
broken
away
bones.
your ability to
Shove
use
that disease
anything.
back in there.
What's that video with Drake where he's taking the money and dancing away?
That's so fucking funny. I forgot.
That
about
would be me.
Just walk up to them, take their healing, and dance away. This is God's playing in the background.
It's so funny.
That
God's
is a
plan.
perfect album. I fucking love that album.
God's plan. God's
I only
plan.
say this because I've been recently listening to it.
It's a good album. It's a good album.
All right. Well, thank you guys. It's a joy to get back to this game. I hope you are excited for the next arc of where we go, figuring out what this stuff is. And like I said before, you guys are free to do as much or as little with the information Mother has given you. You know, you guys are pirates and you all have your own things that are going on. I don't want you to feel like you have to put your own personal quests or side quests aside.
Oh, don't worry, I haven't.
Look, like
No,
a
I
good
know.
anime, alright? The side quests will come when we do the main quests.
Or this is D&D and the side quests will happen when you do the side quests.
Nah.
That when we get to the other continent for the Galler stuff, I'll be able to find out if, Kitten's name has gotten a run for what it is.
Nah,
We
this
shall
is...
see.
We shall
Good night, all.
Sweet dreams, Famablins.
Until the next time we meet, stay dangerous.
Hell yeah. Oh, Chris, let me know if you want to do Fall Guys at any point this
Oh, I'm definitely
Damn
down. I gotta make some more vids and stuff. So
Hell yeah.
I'm definitely down to play some Fall Guys.